Hey YouTube, Siren Frost here, and tonight I'm just doing a deck profile for you guys for, this is my, Shadow Paladin's deck profile. But the thing about this deck profile, I've tried some different things now because I feel like I haven't winning as much at my locals, which is, you know, kind of a bummer, but tonight I actually won 3rd place at our tournaments, as I was hosting it, so it was just kind of an honor to actually do the judging thing for a change. It's kind of a risque because I know, phone, shut the fuck up right now. Mommy's doing a vlog, or whatever you call this thing. Anyways, a video. So moving on. So in this deck profile, I've tried some different units and, you know, cutting back a few inches of different cards in this deck. So hopefully, you know, I'll tell you guys, explain the reasons why I do this, and maybe you guys can help me out in the process, see if this deck's okay, or if you guys think it's a little bit more juiced up. So anyways, without any further ado, let's get on the deck profile. So I am playing 2 copies of Promising Knight David. Now normally this is the first time I ever did anything in my entire life with playing Vanguard, is playing more than one starting Vanguards. But the reason why I have 2 Davids in here, because he counts as 2 retirement, 2 costs of a retirement. Since you're playing 4 copies of Aurageyser Dragon, this may be a good idea as to why it's a good option. Sorry, my throat's been kind of bad as late. So that's why I have him in here. His whenever you're about to pay a cost of retirement, you can just choose him, and he counts as 2 costs. So that's the reason why I do it. And I only play 1 as starting Vanguard unless you want to play 2. But I see people sometimes playing 3 of him, which is kind of a risk. But who am I to say? So yeah, I played 2 Davids. Next, for a trigger lineup, I'm playing 4 copies of Healing Revenger. That's right, Abyss Healer actually evolved into a Revenger. There are some... I'm only playing a couple of Revenger cards in here because I do not personally like Revenger that much. But the artwork's kind of amazing, and this is kind of a revenge deck anyways, full of vengeance and hate. So that's kind of why I'm playing 4 of her. And plus, the artwork's just amazing. So, yeah. Next up, I'm playing 4 copies of Freezing Revenger. A friend of mine kind of told me this deck that should have some draw triggers because, you know, if you're playing a 12 crit deck like I always do, then it's kind of a risk because, you know, you're probably just guarding more than 10k shields. But I honestly don't know why. But I guess it's best to have I think it's just best to have a huge hand size than no hand at all. So that's why he's in there. Next, and I'm also playing 8 crits, which is 4 copies of Grim Revenger and 4 Deathfeather Eagles. Now, I'm like I said, guys, all this is still new to me. I'm still trying to get the basics of this whole strategy because my friend recently sent me a deck recipe to try this out, and this is the recipe it is. But I want your guys' input on it to see if it just needs to be more torqued and you know, a little bit more better. But I mean, it won me 3rd place, so I guess that's kind of a good thing, right? So for moving on to grade 1, I play 3 copies of the Stride Enabler, Cherishing Knight Brawn. When she's called to the rearguard circle, you can search your deck for 1 copy of Claret Sword Dragon and place it right in and add to your hand, as long as you reveal a grade 3 in your hand, grade 3 unit. And she also counts as 2 strides, so it pays the cost for stride easily. Next, I play 4 of Karma Collector. That happens to be the undamaged flipper. As long as you have another copy of him in the drop zone, you can flip 1 card face him in the damage zone. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Blackwing Swordbreakers. People do say that running 3 of her is the best option, but I only have 2 at the moment, so... And with her Soul Blast, I'm able to draw 1 card. So basically, this deck's all about hand size and a lot of defense. But, you know, like I said, guys, this is what the deck profile kind of is. So everyone has their own personal opinions. Damn, 3 messages. Fuck. Last but not least, I'm playing 3 Night Sky Eagles. His Generation Break one is, when he's called to the rearguard circle, he gains 4,000 power. So he's 11k attacker or 11k booster on his own, which is an awesome thing. But if you use Aurageyser or Claret's Stride skill, he adds an extra 2,000 power to that. So that says 13,000 booster or attacker. So that eagle can do a lot of damage if not careful. Moving on to grade 2s, I'm playing 4 copies of Dark Knight Maiden Mechas. Yes, I got my little shinies. But anyways, her Generation Break 1 is Counterblast 1. When she is supported by another rearguard, you can search your deck for one grade 1 card, grade 1 Shadow Paladin, and Superior Collet. And then you shuffle your deck. So, and since this deck's kind of a bit Counterblast heavy, I guess that's why Karma Collector is a must. But, yeah. So, like I said, guys, this deck profile is going to be a little strange, but at the same time, it's probably going to work in some people's favors. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Scournful Knight Gyva. It pains me to not run all 4 of her, because she is my avatar in this deck, or any other Shadow Paladin deck for that matter, but it just kills me that I have to play, like, less than 4. But her Generation Break 1 is, you Counterblast, she's like a main. Except she has 4,000 more power than the main, and she's still a grade 2, which is kind of an awesome feature. You Counterblast 1, you discard a card from your hand, you draw 2 cards. So, basically this whole deck's all about hand size, obviously. Next, I play 2 copies of the 10k Vanilla's Fahrenheit Gwawl, just because he's just an extra 10k attacker, just to add a little bit more pressure to your opponent. Last but not least, I'm playing 3 copies of Which Reality Femme. It is still strange to me that I'm playing both of my 2 favorite archetypes in the one deck, but so far I think I've noticed why my friend recommended this. As long as your Vanguard has Witch in her name, basically she gets 3k power, so she's a 12k attacker. Next, but for grade 3, I'm playing 4 copies of Claret Dragon. His stride skill is, you can Superior Call 1 grade 1 Shadow Paladin, grade 1 or less Shadow Paladin from your deck, and Superior Call it to the field, and it gets plus 2,000 to the end of that turn. Also, his Generation Break 2 is, you actually have the Counterblast 1, so sorry about that, guys. His Generation Break 2 is, you to retire 2 rear guards, and he gets plus 10,000 and plus 1 critical until the end of that turn. So, that's why he's a very dangerous Shadow Paladin Generation Stride thing. Oh, shit. Okay, guys, I'm terribly sorry, but, there's my last bronze. So, I do run all 4 of her. So, sorry, guys, that was a huge mess up. I just found it in my last grade 3s. So, I'm a total klutz on that one. I'm terribly sorry. So, technically, it is 4 of Cherishing Knight Brawn. I am so sorry about that, guys. Last but not least, I play 4 copies of Mesmerizing Witch of Enchantment Fianna. I don't know why he said 4, but I guess it's a very good thing. Basically, what everyone doesn't know, if some people don't know about her, is that she has 2 skills. She's a Legion. Actually, I lied, 3 skills. Durr. So she Legions with Femme, and her Legion skill is you Counterblast 2, and you choose up to 2 rear guards your opponent controls, and they have this, before they retire those rear guards to the drop zone, they have to look at the top 10 cards of your deck for grade 0s, and then they have the Superior Column in that and replacing them. That's why she is also a very dangerous unit too, because she does reduce your opponent's chances of getting triggered as well. And as long as your opponent has up to 2 grade 0s or more, you can retire a copy of the Vanguard, which is Fianna or Femme, and then you draw 2 cards from your deck. So that's just kind of why. So that is the main deck. Oh, alright, guys. So yeah, that is the full, not the full deck list. That is the main deck for this. And now for the G units. I am playing 4 copies of Supremacy Black Dragon Aurageyser Dragon. He's basically a G Persona Blast unit. With his skill, whenever he attacks the Vanguard, you can Counterblast 1, Persona Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, and retire up to 2 rear guards. And then you reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. And if they happen to be a grade 1 or less, Aurageyser gains plus 5,000 for each one. So that's why he's kind of a bit dangerous on, because if you happen to get 2 triggers in your hand from just by revealing the top 2, he gets 10,000 power, which is why the stupid phone. So that's kind of why he's a must in this deck, I guess you can say, because of Aurageyser's skill. And okay, stupid phone. Sorry guys, texting is crazy. Okay, right now I'm just gonna shut him up. So anyways, I'm playing also 2 copies of Dark Knight Grim Recruiters. In case you can't get Aurageyser out quickly, you can always use him as an alternative. Because whenever he attacks the Vanguard, successfully attacks the Vanguard, you can Superior Call 1 grade 1 or less from your deck and Superior Call it. So it just adds more Superior Calls to the deck. Next, I play 1 copy of Dark Knight Efnysien. I wish I had a few more of him because he's kind of a bit of a badass. When he is called to the Vanguard circle, you have to retire one rear guard. And he gets plus 7,000 in that turn. And also the skill. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guards and force it to retire it. So that just reduces your chances formation as well. And the boss monster for this deck, well, I think it is 1 copy of Snow Limit Blizza. Everyone kind of knows what he does. He's a generic stride for Crit Elementals. You can blast 1 and Persona blast 1, and for every G unit face up his G zone, he gets plus 5,000. So that is why he's completely the boss, mostly. Because if you have all 4 Aurageysers in the G zone face up, plus you can use other cards to counterblast to him, he gets an extra additional 12 or 25k power, and that's a lot for people sometimes with the guard. I wish I could bring this out more, but I didn't. So that's it for my deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Sorry it took extremely long because my fucking phone decided to go off all of a sudden. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions for this deck profile at all, go ahead and leave your comments down below in the comment section. And there will be a full deck profile for you guys, a full deck list for you guys in the description box. So feel free to check that out and you tell me what you guys think. And yeah, and don't forget to please subscribe, like this video, check out my other videos, comment down below, rate, and thumbs up for this video. And yeah, all that good jazz. So hope you guys have a good weekend, and see you guys later. Game.